Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I've been styling, curling, what products I use on my new short hair. I did recently get it cut and I've just really been obsessed with the short hair. It is so liberating, I feel so sassy, and I definitely love it. So this is the cut. It is a little bit shorter in the back. I'm going to take about right at the top of my ear and just section that off with my scrunchie, my velvet scrunchie. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I already did spray my hair with the Kenra Hot Spray. The Hot Spray 20 Firm Hold Heat Protection Spray. So this is a heat protector and also gives a little bit of hold. Definitely not like a hairspray hold. So I did spray that and brushed it out. I'm going to take pretty big sections on the bottom layer just because I just want a little bit of volume. I don't really care what it looks like too much because you won't be able to see it. This is the Eva curling wands and it is tapered, so it's a little bit bigger at the base than it is at the tip of it. So I'm just going to take a section about this big. I want to get it close to my root for lift. Don't burn yourself like I just did. Wear a glove. I am leaving about that much hair out, so just like a little bit of a bend. Actually, I don't think I like that, so you don't like it, just curl it again. That curl I didn't like because I wasn't pointing the wand down like this, facing the floor. I did it more horizontal, and that will totally affect, see how that's so much better? Like if you have it like this or like this, it will totally affect how it looks. So I'm gonna be focusing on pointing it down like that and holding about maybe like an inch or an inch and a half of hair out. That's actually all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do those two for that bottom section. So I don't really want to do the back too much because you just don't really need to. So I'm gonna take this section, the two sections on this other side as well, just like the other side. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it'll work because it's on the bottom layer. I am in no way, as you can tell, a professional hair person. I just watch YouTube videos and learn how to do it and burn myself along the way. Oh. And I'm doing these away from my face. I should probably point that out because that's helpful. I am trying to lay the hair flat instead of like rolling it up and putting it on there, because that will totally give you a different type of curl. So see how that's like laid flat? It's not twisted and curled up like that, if that makes sense. This one's being a little biatch. We'll just leave it like that. I'm going to twirl it, pull it down, and hopefully it'll work. So then I'm going to take the next layer. I'm only going to do like 3 sections or 3 layers. I'm going to take it at my, kind of at my temple. Brush that out a little bit. I'm going to take this first section and I'm going to do these a little smaller because I find that they lay better when they're a little smaller. And honestly, I don't recommend this when your hair is this short. I don't recommend using a wand because I've already burned myself a few times, to be honest. I think an actual curling iron will work a lot better. So the first few I'm going to do kind of smaller and away from my face, but all pointing down. I'm actually going to make sure to get close up to the root, so that gives a little bit of lift. And then I'm actually going to bring it down because I want those to be tighter. So I'm going to use the bottom of the barrel, or the top, is that the top or the bottom? The smaller side of the barrel to make those a little bit tighter. Alright. So as we get back here, I'm going to just take a little bit thicker of a section. And this one I'm going to do towards my face and also working right up towards the root. Wrap that flat. Leave it a little bit out at the end and then make sure it's horizontal. Just kidding, vertical, like pointing down towards the floor. Oh, no, well, no wonder those aren't curling very well because my thing turned off. And I'm gonna do, I don't know if I said, but 350 Fahrenheit for the degree, but just if your hair is thicker usually or harder to curl, you might need more, and vice versa. So I'm gonna take another section a little bit bigger, about like so, and I'm taking it more longer. So instead of like from like this direction, I'm taking it like that. And this one I'll be doing away from my face as well, trying to getting it up towards the root for some lift, and then pointing it down towards the floor, and also making sure that curl or that hair is wrapped flat and not twisted. And that's exactly the one, the money curl that I like. So do the same in the back. You can alternate, or I will be alternating away from and towards my face. So this one's going to be more towards my face, or in the opposite direction of the last one. And I always like to get a mirror and check in the mirror to see how it's looking. Okay. So I like to get about halfway around the head, and then I'll start on the other side and do the exact same thing. I might have to redo this curl because I realized that I did that and my thing wasn't on. My wand was not on, or it was turning down in heat. Fail. Yeah, I'm gonna redo this one. So in the back, I'm just taking kind of bigger chunks, just because of how it's layered back there, it's already going to get a lot of volume at the bottom. So I'm just going to start this around the base, or excuse me, like towards the root, so it just gets a little lift on the top of my head, or on the middle part of my head. I don't know what that's called. And because it's a thicker section, I'll just hold it on there a little longer than as if it was a thin section. And then you just want to take your mirror, see if there's any pieces back there. And this is much easier to do when you're in the bathroom, like standing up. I'm sitting at a table right now, so it's not that organic. Okay, take down that last section, comb it out, and then get your part. I part in the middle for the most part, just because I have really bad baby hairs right on that side, so it looks like I'm balding if I do a side part too deep. And basically we're going to do the same thing on the top layer. These front sections, I will change my battery first. Okay, so my camera battery just died, so I had to switch it out, and I think I'm in the same frame, hopefully. So anyway, I'm going to start on the top layers where we left off, and for these front layers I will be taking smaller pieces because this is what you're going to see, and I just like the look of that a little bit better. So again, I'm taking lengthwise this kind of a section, as opposed to like a section that'd be like short, but like that, hopefully that makes sense, you guys. So for the top, or for the front top layer, I'm not going to get it super close to the root. You can kind of move it back and forth if you want. And because it is a thin layer, I am going to not hold it for very long. So see how it's very curly? I just leave it like that because for me it will fall out. And if yours hold really well, you might want to just not have it curled so much. So then another long section like that. Kind of the same thing with this one, and leave that bottom piece out, I like to move it up and down like that. Ooh, that one got really curly. That's okay though, because it will, you can pull in it and it will fall out a little bit. So this one I'm also gonna do away from my face, and then the next one I'll do towards my face. And I am getting closer to the root at this point because I want more volume up there. See how that gives a little bit of lift? And then as I get towards the back, I will take a little bit bigger sections. And so this one I will be doing towards my face. And this is a pretty hefty section compared to the other ones. Just make sure to lay it flat. You could totally do a twisty one, but I like the look of the how it comes out when it's laid flat like that. So I am holding it on there longer since it is a bigger section. This next one is going to be away from my face. So just alternate. And these I will try to get close to the root just to get that lift up there on the top. Pretty close without burning yourself is the key. And we're still leaving the piece out. We're leaving a little bit out on all of these. So at that point I'll just stop, even though I have a few pieces that could be curled back here. I like to do the other side at this point, the exact same way that I did this piece, these pieces. And then I will just finish up the back after I do this side. For me, it's just easier that way. Instead of like going all the way around, I feel like I can get a more symmetrical look. See how that curl on the first side we did is already starting to fall? That one is towards the face and up towards the root for some lift up there. So all these are not curled, and I will just continue to curl until it meets the other side, and I'll just alternate toward, away, toward, away. So this next one is going to be away. Well, that's the pattern. And these I will also do flat, just like all of them, and close to the root to give some lift up there. And pointing down, as much down as you can, vertically as you can. So now I just go in and look in the mirror and see if there's any straight pieces that I missed. I usually don't have a whole lot of these when I'm doing it regularly, just because, or in my bathroom. I usually don't have a whole lot of these when I'm doing it in my bathroom. It's just like a hard setup and I can't really check as well in here. So just curl those to your liking. I'm gonna go ahead and curl anything else in the back that I missed. And then I'm gonna let my curls warm down, cool down. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what I do next. This is what it looks like at this point. I'm gonna get those spots and be back. Okay, so I got all those pieces and everything is pretty much cooled down. So now I take my hairspray. This is the volume, the Kenra Volume Spray Super Hold Finishing Spray 25, number 25. This is my favorite hairspray ever. Use whatever is your favorite. I like this because it's not, it will hold, but it's not like crunchy hairspray. So I will keep it like this, and if you can hold a curl better than I can, then I would skip hairspray and go on to the next step that I'm gonna do, which I'm gonna kind of shake them out. So, but right now I'm gonna spritz. So I kind of lift up and spritz, lift up and spritz. Okay, and then go ahead and wait for that to get all the way dry. And then you can go ahead and start either combing them out like that for some pieces. And then I also like to go in and just separate also. So a little bit of combing out and then separating the pieces. And it is a curly hairstyle, so it will be extra curly the first day. But you can wear it multiple times without having to wash your hair. I mean, I love that volume. My hair is so fine and flat, I feel like, that having the short haircut and doing this and having the volume, I don't mind it at all. This one, I'm gonna just kind of separate, make it a little more piecey looking. Do any touch-ups as needed. For some reason this one is like super straight, so I will just curl that guy. Just keep combing through it with your fingers until it looks like you want it to. I mean, there's some crazy pieces in here, not gonna lie, but it will settle down. So then if you want even more volume, I like to kind of balance out this side volume with some more volume up at the top, just because I don't really get a lot of that naturally. Take just a little, any back combing type brush, and just do a little bit of back combing. If you need to, for more hold, you can take some more hairspray. I'm just going to do this to ensure that it will last more than one day. And spray the top. So there you go, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like how it turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.